Good morning, everyone. Oh, 2 days of sun in a row. I'm getting out there. I'm glad to be alive, and I hope that you are too. So here's our medium today. I have forgotten to continue to share my mudras. I've always been into doing hand mudras that are not the ones that you normally see, like yan mudra, just touching your thumb and index finger together. So let's do kilaka mudra, Kilaka, Kilaka, which means bond, the bond. Yoga is about union, bringing things together, you could say, and bonding has to do with also kind of uniting things together, connecting that, or making the connection. So I'm crossing my right wrist in front of my left wrist with my hands facing the sides walls. And I hook my pinky fingers together, and I touch my thumb to my middle and ring finger, and then extend the index fingers up at a 45-degree angle. Kilaka mudra means the bond. Sometimes it's also used in tantric devotional exercises as a symbol of the uniting of Shiva and Shakti, another dyad combo. So hold Kilaka mudra. First, I want to read a little excerpt from Satsang with Baba from Muktananda's tradition. It tells a lot of different stories of various kinds of saints and sages who were in his tradition, which I find really, really interesting. And if I can find the page, I'll be able to give it to you. But the basic idea is that when we practice yoga, so many people practice yoga for the health benefits, and I certainly think there's nothing wrong with that. But of course, from the yogic point of view, it doesn't really matter if you're healthy or ill, rich or poor, young or old, and so forth. It only matters, are you experiencing the divine? Why do you go east and west in search of the Spirit? When Spirit dwells within you in your own heart, why go from one holy place to another in search of Spirit? Spirit can't be found without the Guru. Just as you see your own reflection in a mirror, likewise you can see the invisible being in your own heart by turning within. The Spirit dwells in your heart. Why then wander from forest to forest looking for Spirit? Why do you seek Spirit through mala, through pilgrimages, and through books and caves? Turn within, and you will see the invisible in your own heart. Just as you see your reflection in a mirror the moment you look at it, so will you see Spirit in your heart. The true self of all dwells within everyone, within every heart. Why do you wander in search of Spirit? So the practices are about inward turning, moving away from what I call the circumference of your life and putting it, the pressure, the emphasis, the attention on the hub, the center of your life, which is Spirit. Now here's some things that I picked up from Mr. Iyengar before we go into the actual practice today. Just like scriptural suggestions, he says teach breathing only after effortlessness in the asana has been achieved, or at least some kind of stability so that you can sit still long enough to not be distracted. Never strain. If you find yourself falling asleep, it just means your nerves are probably tired or frayed in some way. Just do shavasana, come back again, use the poses to revivify you, waking yourself up. Usually the inversions are one way of clarifying and bringing blood to your head. Then he says in one of his famous things, if you go to 1984 pranayama demonstrations, really amazing to watch him breathe in for 45 seconds and breathe out for 37 seconds. He says, mind is the king of the senses, and breath is the king of the mind. So you hit this vibrational point when you become silent. And because in some way he was a traditionalist, but he was also a rebel, he asks you that same question. How do you reconcile staying with the mainstream with the original breakthroughs of revelation? Because tradition tends to calcify. And the people who, if they didn't create the tradition themselves, their followers did, but then it tends to solidify into something that may be very, very different than the kind of original revelation that the person had who passed on this knowledge, and then it became codified. So each one of us has a connection to the tradition that's come before, whether they bequeath to us. At the same time, each one of us has to find a way to create our own revelation, our own direct experience, as we say. So that only happens through what he calls abhyasa, the long, uninterrupted practice with reverential devotion over time. And then, of course, yoga is skill in action. That you have to do this as well as you can to the best of your ability. Only you know what's the one with all the juice behind it. That's what's going to satisfy your innermost hunger. Nothing else will appease it. And then you just got to do it and then live it and have the faith that you're doing the right thing. Like they say, once you're on the road to the capital, every step you take brings you closer home. So even if you can't see these things, it's like they say in the Upanishads, the seed is the cause of the tree. The tree is visible, but the quality that causes the tree to grow is invisible. So we're pursuing something that's invisible. And just like it says in The Little Prince, that is essential, is invisible to the eye. So today we're up to Chandra Bhedana, piercing the moon channel. And as you know, this whole week we've been moving into continuous cycles and not just a cycle and then a restorative breath. So we're going to do 5 rounds of this. The first round will be open inhale left, open exhale right. Second round will be partially closed inhale on the open breath, partially closed left nostril inhale, open nostril exhale. Then we'll do open nostril inhale, partially closed right nostril exhale. Then we'll combine them both, partially closed left nostril inhale, partially closed right nostril exhale. And then we'll do Viloma 1, the interrupted inhale, and that will be an open nostril left breath and exhale normally through the right nostril. All right, let's give it a shot. Find your seat. Get that nice, don't slouch. Get that lift up. Bring those hands to the roots of your thigh and open up those collarbones so that you don't want the peripheral collarbone rolling forward. You want this back in space so it's in line with the head of the sternum. And then you get your lift both from the spine, the anterior sacrum, where you squeeze those legs in to get that extra Muladhara lift. Or as I say, if you're slouching, right, the Samana Vayu drops onto the Apana Vayu. So lift your stomach up off of your pelvic area. Tuck your chin. Take a couple of restorative breaths. You want to feel the coccygeal area grounded, the sacral area broad, the abdominal area lifted, the pleural area spread, the vocal area tilted down, pulled slightly back, the cerebral area quieted, and the aura that leads you into the transcendental area of your life, where you merge into something much greater than yourself, surrounds you completely, and flows with you interstitially. On your next exhale, raise your hand. Block the right, open left, and inhale. Block left, open right, exhale. Block right, open left, inhale. Block left, open right, exhale. Block right, open left, inhale. Block left, open right, exhale. Drop the hands, restorative breathing. So that's the easiest and basic cycle. You can always return to that if the other ones are too challenging or today just don't feel good, but it's always good to have these variations and options for yourself. Second round is partially closed left nostril inhale, open right nostril exhale. Restorative breath, raise the trunk, raise the hand, block the right, narrow the left a bit, and breathe. Block left, open right, exhale. A narrowed nostril means you're going to take more breath in because the aperture is smaller. Block right, partially closed left, inhale. Block left, open right, exhale. Third cycle, second round. Block right, partially closed left, inhale. Block left, open right, exhale. Relax the hand, restorative breath. Remember, when we're doing digital control, it's up to you to determine if you have to use your fingers to open or narrow the apertures more or less all along the way of the breath, the beginning, the middle, and the end. So only you can monitor that and know by how smooth, how noiseless, and how easy, strain-free it is. Remember, the ultimate non-aggression. Third round. Open left inhale, partially closed right exhale. Restorative breath. Raise the hand. Block right, open left inhale. Block left, partially closed right exhale. Block right, open left inhale. Block left, partially close the right exhale. Block right, open left inhale. Block left, partially close the right and exhale. Relax the hands and breathe. All right. Now the fourth round is partially narrowing both nostrils on the inhale and the exhale. Use the digital control if you have to manipulate to have more open or less open nostrils during this particular round. Exhale the breath. Establish your seat. Raise the hand. Block right. Partially closed left inhale. Block right. Partially closed left exhale. Block right. Partially closed left inhale. Block left. Partially closed right exhale. Block right. Partially closed left inhale. Block left. Partially closed right exhale. Relax the hand. Restorative breathing. So now you know we were able to make them smooth regardless of which round we were doing. All right, now another day I'll show you how Mr. Iyengar at the end of the chapter of Surya Bhedana and Chandra Bhedana, he offers 16 other combinations of breath controls using variations of Valoma 1 or 2 with or without the kumbhakas. So again, the monotony that a person may feel by doing discipline again and again, it doesn't have to be rote and mechanical. You can make it innovative and creative and keep the edge challenging yourself. All right, last technique. Valoma 1, which means interrupted inhale through the open left nostril, open right nostril, exhale 3 times. Let's give it a shot. Exhale the breath. Establish your sitting position. Raise the hand. Block the right, open the left, and inhale a bit. Wait. Inhale again. Wait. Inhale again. Wait. Inhale again. Wait. Block left, open right, exhale. Block right, open left. Breathe a bit. Wait. Again. Wait. Third time. Wait. If you got any more left, breathe. Wait. Block left, open right, exhale. Last cycle. Block right, open left, breathe. Pause. Breathe. Pause. Breathe. Pause. Breathe. Pause. Block left, open right. the hand and slowly breathe. And raise your head, open your eyes. There we go for today. All right. Have a lovely day. We'll be back again tomorrow with Surya Bhedana.